What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today, I have an absolute banger of a story to tell you guys. Today, we are going to be talking about the time that my ex-girlfriend got a train ran on her, and I ended up throwing Excalibur mortars, which are pretty much little bombs, at her house. Before I get more into the story, for legal reasons, this is for educational purposes, and this did not happen. I do not recommend that you throw fireworks at anybody's house, regardless of what they did to you. Just had to get that out of the way. So, this whole story started on a cold October night of 2023. I was 16 at the time, starting my junior semester of high school. So, my girlfriend of the time, we'll call her Kara. She was a cheerleader for her high school. We went to separate high schools. She really wanted me to go to her football game, sit in her student section, and watch her cheer for one of her final performances for the fucking football team, whatever. Right? So I was like, listen, I'm not gonna sit in your student section. I don't know anyone there. Like all my homeboys go to my school. Like there's no way I'm gonna go to yours and sit with all these fuck ass people. I was like, but listen, I'll sit with your parents. And she's like, you know what? No. Just don't come. So I was like, all right, fuck it. So I ended up staying home that night. I might have like smoked a couple joints, just chilled at the house. You know how it is. But here's the thing that gets really shitty. So at least for high schools in my area, there's like a little tradition that everyone goes to like Culver's after a high school football team, or like it was usually Culver's, but sometimes it can be different fast food restaurants, whatever. So Kara goes to this Culver's next to her high school, and everyone's there, right? So I have a couple homies that are there as well, and they text me. They say, "Hey, your girl is talking to all these guys, like she's trying to make plans to go to this college thing tomorrow." I was like, all right, bro, like whatever. Like I trust her, it's whatever. So I wake up the next morning, check her location. She's on the way to this college that's about 2 hours away. I text her, I said, "Hey, what's up? I thought we were gonna hang out today." She was like, "No, I was at Culver's, I made plans last night. I decided to go visit this college and I'm gonna stay with these friends that I just made. I'm gonna stay in their dorm overnight." I was like, fuck, whatever, bro. So I was pretty pissed off. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't like whatever, bro. I was pretty pissed off. Not gonna lie. But I was like, whatever. So I decided to give her kind of a cold shoulder. Didn't text her that much during the day. Comes around 4 p.m. Start texting her. She hasn't texted me at all the whole day. I text her. I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" I call her. Instant decline, bro. I mean, like she blocked me. Like it was instant decline. Obviously, she didn't block me, but I was like, "Fuck, okay." So I give it about another hour. I call her again. She picks up. She is piss hammered. I'm talking piss hammered. Day drinking at this college, right? They had another football game or whatever. She was there. I was like, bro, you need to chill out. Dude, it was FaceTime. So she was showing me her surroundings. Hella dudes. Hella fucking sausage fest, bro. I'm not even lying to y'all right now. Like, I wish I was exaggerating this. So I start to get mad. She just hands up on my ass. I was like, bro, like I'm gonna crash the fuck out, right? So a couple hours go by and I start thinking to myself, damn, bro, my bitch really going. Damn, bro, it's gone. It's over, right? So it's about 9 p.m. at this time, right? It's a Saturday night. So I'm just chilling, overthinking. You know how it is. Get a call from my girlfriend. I pick it up. It's a FaceTime call, so it's not a normal call. She is laying in bed with another dude, laughing her ass off, dude. I mean, like evil laughs. Like y'all wouldn't know if you have never heard like a snobby girl laugh at you or whatever. But those who have heard that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then she just hangs up the phone. So I'm like, all right, it's over. Like my girl is going. She is cheating on me. Like there's no way she's not cheating on me. Like I had no evidence that she did cheat on me at this point, but I was fuck. I was pretty fucking sure she was good. My bitch was going. Like I was sure she was gonna cheat. Anyways, Comes around 10 p.m. I get a text from this random number, right? Now, I know that many of y'all can see where this is going. Get this text from the random number. Guess what it is? It's a video. Now, this isn't just no ordinary video. I don't even know how much I can say here on YouTube. Let's just say I open this video and there is about 3 males present and my girlfriend doing unsolicited activities. Y'all can picture exactly what I mean by that, hopefully. I don't want to go too in depth because of YouTube, you know how it is, but let's just say it was pretty nasty and pretty traumatizing for me. I was absolutely shell shocked. Like I've never felt more rage in my entire life. Like I don't it's like it was shit was crazy, bro. But yeah, so I got that and then I called my girl about 100 times. She didn't pick up once, bro. So I don't get any sleep that night. Zero sleep. It's Sunday at this point, right? So my girlfriend calls me. She's like, "Hey, we need to talk." I was like, "Yes, the fuck we do. Yes, the fuck we do need to talk, right?" So I start crashing out on her, bro, like screaming, like being real mad. Like very, very valid response by me. Obviously, I wasn't like calling like I'm not a horrible person, but you can picture what I was saying. But so she hangs up on me because she gets real mad as well. And then she texts me, she says, "It's over," and then she blocks me. That's that. She expected me to leave it there, right? That's not the type of dude I am. I like to escalate things sometimes. Maybe not the best trait, but, you know, it's just the type of guy I am. So here I am on a Sunday afternoon. I'm hitting up my homeboy. We're going to call him James. This is my best friend, right? So I'm hitting him up. I'm telling him this whole story, and he cannot fucking believe it, dude. Like, he is just as shell shocked as me, and he wants just the same amount of revenge that I want. So me and James start cooking up this devious ass plan. And I know something about my ex girlfriend. She has a bit of trauma with loud noises, particularly explosions or gunshots. This stems from a childhood trauma. I don't know exactly what it is, but as long as I knew her, she was always scared of that. So I started thinking, I'm like, yo, let's throw fucking fireworks at her house. Now, her house was perfect for this plan because her bedroom was in the basement and she had a window on ground level. If you guys live in the Midwest America area, I'm sure you've seen many houses like this where they have a basement and then they have a window that's on ground level. If you live further south, you might have not seen houses like this, whatever, but they exist. Anyways, me and James continue to talk about this plan, and he brings up the fact that his dad bought like 5 illegal Excalibur mortars from Mexico and brought them back to the United States about 5 years ago, right? So I'm thinking here, fuck, bro, that is the perfect plan, right? So we continue to plan this out, right? And we decide that we want to go full SEAL Team 6 with this shit. We want to leave absolute no trace. Like, if there's like a police report, we wanted to make sure that there's no possible way this could come back to me or him, right? So we plan out our outfits. We got shiesties. We got all black. I'm talking black shoes, black coat, black pants, everything. We got black latex gloves. Like not a single piece of skin or hair was showing. We had sunglasses, everything, right? We even took it a step further. We hired a getaway driver. Now, this driver was not actually a getaway driver. He was another one of my really good friends. We're going to call him Landon. Right, so I hit up Landon. I'm like, yo, I will give you $50 if you pick me up on Thursday at 1 a.m. in the morning, right? Now, school is still in session, so this Thursday, it was a school night, right? So the plan is to have Landon pick me up and then swing over to my buddy James's house and pick him up as well. However, me and James took this even further, right? So we decided to leave our phones at home and keep them on FaceTime together so that we had an alibi in case there was any problems with the police. We were like this was like an actual full-scale mission right here, boys. Like there was no chance we were gonna get caught. Now, I also purchased tape and we decided to tape up Landon's license plate as well. Now, that will come more into play later in the story, but that was definitely a very good investment on my part. Okay, so let me give you guys a little bit more layout of how her house or how her property is. So there's a big subdivision about a mile and a half behind her property. And in between that subdivision and her house is just a fuck ton of woods and brush, right? So the plan is to park in that neighborhood behind her house and then have me and James hike through this thick through this woods, whatever, and then get to her backyard, light these mortars and throw them at the house, right? So that's the plan. So everything so far is going amazing. It's going right to plan. We get James in the car, FaceTime's all set up, everything, right? So about 500 feet from the entrance to this neighborhood that is behind my ex's house, I have Landon pull over. I get out and I tape up his license plate, right? Tape up the tag, everything. Now, we pull into this neighborhood. Even Landon's got a shiesty on. So we all got shiesties on. I know for a fact that there's a lot of like Ring doorbell cameras, everything. So that's why I was just playing it really safe here. Anyways, we find a good place to park up on the street. Me and James get out and start this long hike to our house. We got 4 Excalibur mortars in hand and a lighter. Now, fast forward, we cross through all of the woods, we get to her backyard, and we're ready. I have never had more adrenaline in my entire life. So, I get this Excalibur mortar in my hands. I get the lighter going. I light that bitch. I chuck it, and it lands right next to that window that is on ground level. Boom! Window fucking breaks, dude. I drop the lighter, I start sprinting. But this motherfucker James, bro, he stays there, he gets the lighter off the fucking ground, and he gets 2 more mortars off before he starts running. At this time, I'm already like at least a couple football fields away from him. But this motherfucker just keeps going. All the lights turn on in the crib. Window is broken. I hear screaming from my ex. Like, it's bad, dude. Dude, he starts booking it. He ends up tripping and bashing his knee on a rock. So I had to throw this motherfucker over my shoulder and continue to run as fast as I possibly could to Landon's car. We get to Landon's car and we peel the fuck out of that neighborhood. As soon as we're out of that neighborhood, he pulls over, I get out, I take the tape off the license plate, and we get the fuck on out of there. Now, there's a little detail that I left out about Landon that is very important to this story. His dad is a cop for the police department in my area, right? He's not like a high level like sheriff or whatever. He's just like a patrol cop, whatever. But Landon took his dad's police radio so that he could hear like dispatch calls and whatever goes on in the fucking police world. I'm not educated on that. Anyways, so we're whipping down this road and Landon gets a little ping on his radio. They go like 1090, whatever, fucking, I don't know the police codes. It said breaking and entering at this address, right? Now, this address just so happened to be my ex's house, right? Her dad called it in as a breaking and entering. They also requested medical for one female, right? I was expecting that to be my ex, right? So we get the fuck on out of there. We get going home. And then I get to bed around 3 a.m. Now, keep in mind, I got to wake up at 6 a.m. for school the next morning. So my alarm goes off at 6 a.m. I get up, get ready, go to school off 3 fucking hours of sleep. Absolutely exhausted. Now I get to school and I start talking to this guy that has a really good friend at the other school that my ex goes to that is also friends with my ex, right? And he starts telling me that last night someone threw mortars at her house and it caused her to have like a mental episode and she ended up going to like a mental health facility, whatever. Now that made me feel really bad because deep down I'm not a shitty person, and like I wasn't trying to trigger all that. I just wanted to like give her that last fuck you. But obviously I'm not gonna fucking step up and tell him I did this shit because like I mean I did commit a crime, at least vandalism. I broke the fucking window. And so I'm like, damn, bro, that really sucks, but she shouldn't have cheated on me. Anyways, I continue my day and then my week, and I'm just really paranoid that I'm gonna get fucking brought into this and that like my life's like I'm 16, I don't know how all that shit works. I was scared my life was ruined, all this. This is a very impulsive decision of me, but at the end of the day, now that it's been 4 years since then, I can say that I am still to this day very, very glad that I did what I did because it created a great story just like this. But am I saying that y'all should go do that? Fuck no. It's not a good idea. But some people just deserve it. Not actually. People don't deserve to have mental episodes and go to a mental hospital. That was not my intention. I did not mean to break that window, and I did not mean to make her have a mental episode. Again, I tried not to be a shitty person. I'm very sorry if I triggered anyone, but like she did deserve to have mortar thrown in her house. She did not deserve to have her window broken and be sent to a fucking mental hospital. That was not my intention. I just wanted to scare her and piss off her family, but I ended up doing a little more than necessary. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. This is the first story I've told on this channel. So if you guys have liked it, maybe go ahead and subscribe because I have a lot more excellent stories that I'm very willing to tell in the future. I will catch you guys in the next one.